Hello and welcome back to more Desynced. Last time I left this game, we were actually almost reaching some trouble with this. While I have prepared some spaces where I would like to begin mining and gathering the important resources that we need, we're definitely way out in the distance of our base, and that's where enemies begin to appear. Um, we had the stash bot roaming around. What we might do is like have him request one of these. Oh, we actually have a shield component. I think this is an internal shield generator. I think it would be valuable to equip him with that as well. It's the only one we can make because these buildings here, we're really not making a lot of them. But this just might be enough. We had the special miner, our scout, and I think this one with only unit 3 is well, he's gonna be our warrior. I think, oh, before we do anything, all of these runners here, not the base. Can I just right click that? Um, Shift right click. Yeah, that helped. I hope these runners are doing other stuff because these runners I will now tell to go back home to the base. Uh, these two guys are not. So go back home, please. Alright, there's no one out here. And where was this guy going? Is he arriving? No, he is at least. Um, he should think of enemies. And if he finds them, you just shoot at them. Otherwise, something you can do is you can press Q and right click to attack move, meaning he will stop if he finds enemies. I'm putting him here for defense, but I actually do wonder if it might not be better to make like 2 more of these guys. We should have the metal for it. Except, where's metal coming from? This guy's mining all that he can. And metal is currently going into these reinforced plates and also these guys here. That's good. Runners are really not busy right now. That isn't a problem though. I call this guy up here worker. How about we call him Gun Mark 1. He's not even blueprinted or anything, but maybe he could be. This guy could then request this thing and this thing. I can tell we have one in our storage. I wonder if it's too bold to make a second one. No. I think it's worth it actually. So buy one of these. I'm saying buy, just request. Right, so Gun Mark 1, hey, copy from that, paste to this guy and this guy. I wasn't sure at first, but if I had been, I actually could have queued up a set of these. Because by copying them and just saying, hey, can you build these for me? You can get multiple of these units. So I guess... Wait, these are... I guess I'm gonna call this guy Mark 2. He's faster. Has maybe more health? A little bit. They have the same gun, the same shield, so it might not actually make that much of a difference. But what if we attack move over here? Oh yeah, please move back. You, please move back. You, please move ahead. Alright. We managed to survive this. No one is at full health, but I think we're doing okay. Can you just pick up this? Definitely cannot pick up everything. These guys can pick up the rest. Alright, we got some loot. We also got some damage. I do think that was worth it though. How about you all store your stuff over here? And we will now live another day. He's gonna store it here, and yeah, now he can't actually get anything. But what if he stores stuff up here? It should now actually be, sort of safe to mine. Um, Building a dashpot from this guy here should then be, we don't have a transporter made, but a dashpot is really all it takes. Nice. Got a little army here. When the time comes, that's gonna be valuable. And the time was there. Now, transporter, you can then be a transport route from here down to here. And we should actually be pretty good in terms of resources. Nice. He's gonna mine. He's gonna do it slowly, but is that a problem? No, not at all. I think I will even queue up a second one of these, or two, or three, just so we can get it a little faster. That's gonna require quite some components, and clearly we're gonna need the little scout radar anyway. Even though I said yeah, I didn't want to make it, now we are. Make them for it. Right, and this is what we're making. Put them here. And crystals were going well. Yeah, we're completely stocked now. How about local storage? Yeah, stocked. This is great. Great news. This miner needs some help. He needs to be put up here. Are we already making a second one? Now we are. There we go. Put that person up here. We are already making a third one. That's good. What do we have here? Repair kit. Hey! Can my army not just go here? And then it's going to take a little manual work because this is the only one I have. Just because I found it on the ground. But if this guy carries it, yeah, look at that. This item here is not displaying exactly how much it does, but if we look at the HP here, 1 HP per cycle. So that's gonna take a long while, and this guy could need it too. Well, they can just carry that, right? All right, we're mining. We have a power flower problem, but this guy here, he should be good. So we don't want to have these guys stand up here being affected by this guy. Not too much at any rate. So, is he coming? Yeah, he's just slow. That's fine. Yeah, could you just kill that power flower? It sort of saps the power levels of all units nearby, and the only reason we can't see that happening is actually because this guy, the power pole, is doing its best to charge them up. It's definitely a drain on our power resources, and there's no reason to have that happen. Now we got like a power petal. I'm not sure what those are for. But we do have it. I wanted to store it over here. And this guy is at full health, so give it to this guy. Alright, save again. Good. Next up, I want to improve the base a little bit. While we can make a twin bot and a cup, those are pretty expensive, and we can't make those wires that is required for it. Or we haven't set it up at any rate. I want to make a Roomba that clears off all the stuff that we have on the floor. Unfortunately, I forgot that we need to research another thing to make that happen. He'll be ready in time. For now, I'm gonna put a visual marker on him. Oh, how about isn't it under information? It's like there's some signals I can't do. Huh. And I can put this can loot symbol on him. Doesn't matter, just so I can find him again. It's fine. And here's our army. Okay, time for research. We got a lot of power, we got a lot of these things, and now we can make better buildings. I think I will even make a 2x2 building, because that is the proper place we should be making robots. Down here. You could have used the base for it. It wouldn't have mattered, not too much, but I just like to have like a dedicated spot for it. The big gain of this big building here, it's a 2x2, has 2 medium slots. We only really need one of them, that's fine, but it has 8 inventory slots. And when a robot is made by 1, 2, 3, 4 different resources, as well as all the components that goes on top, you practically need all of these if you want to sort of set up any advanced types of robots that are equipped with all kinds of good stuff. Oh, we're draining resources. I don't know from what. But almost all of it is getting spent, of course. Yeah, solar power is not doing anything right now, and we have a ton of charge in these batteries, so it's gonna be fine. I don't think I need to worry about it. We want to make these. We want to make these too. I guess we can, if I'm just, you know, I think actually it's fine to just have one little building here, just a single one. Um, Not so we can build it in a speedy fashion until production really gets going, but just for the fact that we can get some. That's fine. For me it is, at least. So, recipe, these guys here. Wire forever, that's good. And we can stock that up. Okay, we'll eventually get all we need, but it does require the sand, and this one does too. We were ferrying sand. Oh, we have a lot of sand. Maybe I should just scale up production of this. Right now I'm happy with what we got. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Anything else we need to think about? We have some special buildings. We're making all of this. We got a 2x2 building. We actually made that yesterday. That means that you can sort of, like, all of these require much more footprint. There's 4 assemblers here, 2 assemblers here, but the area they require is a lot. But here there's also 2, not assemblers, but, you know, same principle. But here it's way less space, and still pretty much the same type of inventory, so you just build stuff faster. It's maybe harder to store, like you could stock up more using these buildings, but it's fine. I'm not a fan of big storages anyway. It only serves to obscure that what is really going on is you're not producing fast enough. Otherwise, we got a little medium building. Hey, that's nice, because I think this one is cheaper than the defense block here, but can still, like, you know, work. We have seen dashbots, so yeah. In principle, we can begin making these sort of robots now, with all the smart stuff that carries. Maybe we should. And now it's time to research basic signals. There's a lot of good stuff here. And we're off. That should be done quickly, right? All of the runners have plenty of time. Yeah. Look at the progress bar up here. So fast. And I immediately know, thank you, that I need more of these buildings, because now we got some new internal components. I'm sorry, gonna sneeze. But the microphone has a mute button. I want to make portable radars. They are like scout radars, more expensive, but they have a special trick up the sleeve. We'll see that happening soon. So far so good. New building here. This building shall make... we already have those. We need signal readers eventually. So make those forever. Paste, paste, paste. And this building should be done now. There we go. Copy and paste this building here, because then this one can begin making signposts. So what was it we needed for this guy? Well, he could actually request a signpost, as well as a portable radar, rather than a scout radar. Because now he doesn't need to display this stuff. You know what he can do? He could display his name, Roomba. Where did he go? Oh, he went over because he requested it. That's fine. See, now's the big trick here, because something that I have let happen is, like for example here, this resource is dropped on the ground. There's other stuff too, and you could pick up everything individually, especially if you're in a hurry to obtain it. But an even better trick is to have this Roomba do it for you. So what do we do? Well, first off, where do we clean up our stuff? I'm gonna say right here, this little storage building. That's where all the junk that we pick up needs to go. For now. And then this radar here can do some tricks with its filtering system. So first off, I'm gonna decide, oh yeah, here's all the filters I was missing. That things has to be in the logistics network. So it means we're gonna find stuff here, we're not gonna find stuff out here. And he had found something. It's the command center. Wow, that's just because he's closer to that. But I'm not happy. Another filter must be can loot. Does he find anything? Yes, he found a product. Hey, here's the metal we want to pick up. So now it's just about making sure that his orders are correct. He needs to store stuff here. He needs to be a transport route. What does he need to go to? The search result that he found from his radar. Let's see it in action. Yeah, he picks up that stuff. He stores it there. He found some other stuff up here. More metal. Good. Oh, he found more metal. The only thing that makes him alternate between his behavior is if he sees that he has space, he'll go to places. If he sees that he doesn't have space for what he found, he'll move to store. So as long as he finds metal and crystals right now, he's gonna keep being chased around the place here. That's fine though. Oh, but he doesn't have space for crystals, so he's not gonna find that. Oh, but what else did he find? More metal? That's fine. He's gonna run around doing a few laps, and only when he stores the crystals is he gonna say, hey, I now have space for more stuff. But of course the whole logistics area is pretty large at this point, so he's gonna put in some legwork to get all that going. Now that's fantastic. Shouldn't we plaster over some more of these plates here to cover our base? I think we should. I don't think that's gonna be too much. Not at all. Well, some of it is outside of our logistics network. I think we're gonna be fine though. And you know, worst comes to worst, why not just paste down a little power field as soon as this tile is done or something? Yeah, because these runners are sort of outside the power network, and I think we want everything to be covered. It could just be here. That's gonna be fine. Oh, that's outside the power field. Then board construction instead pasted here. Yeah, that's fine. It's completely fine. Eventually, once this is built, no runners will run out of power up here anymore. This can just work. I don't need to stare at it. Room pass ready. He's searching for stuff. He will generally search for stuff in the vicinity of, where he is. And you can mouse over the radar to see what big of a search radius that really is. So he's not finding stuff up here. That's fine though. I could make a second room and sort of tell him to store over here, and he would basically get all of that covered. We never touched on signal readers, but let me show you a smart trick. What if I go over here? The little storage side. It's not because I actually want to store anything. Maybe I could do it cheaper, honestly. Why don't we take like a little medium building? Well, that's not even cheap though, but it's fine. I want to see it as a distinct building. And that's going to require a little bit. All of these guys here need to now request a signal reader. Here, and if you had built it from the beginning, it would have been fine. But now it is going to require a few clicks to upgrade these. I think there's actually a trick to properly upgrade rather than mine just doing this 6 times. It's fine. It's fine. Now, this one here, has a signal reader. I think he should read from this building up here. So I'm going to copy that to everyone, like that. Okay, now they all read from this building with their signal reader. So what does that do? Well, I can tell this building to think of a recipe. For example, we could think of metal bar. Now, all of these buildings, they shouldn't make metal bars. Instead, I'm going to cancel that recipe. I'm going to say that the received signal is what they show. The received signal is also what they build. So instead of creating 0, how about infinite? That's good, but I'm going to copy this all over the place here. And honestly, we do need to stop these filters. This is never going to work. So paste over everyone. That's good. Just to carry their storage. Now they don't do anything. And this guy here has metal bars. He shouldn't have that, so, put them here. Just to stock them. Now the big trick. A signal reader reads the signal. Where does signal come from this guy? Well, he can get it from here. So if I drag an arrow from this thing to this thing, something happens. He thinks of metal bars. He sends it out as a signal. Everyone here reads the signal from this building, gets the metal bar signal. Not only do they display it, but they also produce it. So now everyone makes metal bars. If I change this away instead to plates like this, everyone instantly begin making plates. I'm not sure how useful that is for production buildings as of yet, but gosh, if I'm not happy about that you can inform many buildings from one central place, then yeah, that's really good. It's fantastic. Anything else we need to build here? Eventually there will be, so I'm just gonna make another one. I don't think we need any more stuff right now. So maybe it's time for the next research. Behaviors. This component makes or breaks this game here. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's almost too powerful, but we don't need it. Not for a long, long while, honestly. So let's just research the normal stuff. We need even more buildings. I wonder if I should place them down here. I should handle this explorable. Maybe the scout can be like group 10, and then group 1 can be reserved for other entities that we will make eventually. once this research is done. Well, we should explore this thing. Maybe we can even destroy it. Let's see what happens. Explorable. To unlock access, please complete the requirements chain. Oh, here's a stupid puzzle. Research is complete. I'll handle this later. Some of these are a bit annoying, but I'm going to show you a trick to solve all of these. Like, what we need to do is to power everything. And a simple trick to get started with this is like, we never need to power the outside. So this one, he would power out, so there's no reason he shouldn't be turned. This one as well, if he was turned like that, it would never make sense. So he needs to be like this. That sort of tells us, okay, this thing then needs to go up here. And this thing here, if this didn't power anything, everything needs to be connected so that I know he needs to be connected like this. Now, this guy, he doesn't need to power out, and he doesn't need to power down. So he has to power up and to the side. And if he wasn't connected to anything up here, then it wouldn't matter. So this thing basically has to point down. And this guy has to point over here, but he can't point down, so he has to point up. And you see how it sort of solves itself. Oh, small storage. Interesting component. We can't research that for a long while. I want this to be put over at the command center. Luckily, this explorable is actually in the logistics network, meaning we can do that. This scout here, he's still talking to that, and he could repair it if only he had a metal bar. So let's request one single one of them. Good. And now this scout can go over here and transfer.
The technology in this structure is highly compatible with our own. Investigating more of these structures would advance our own technology.
Yeah, sure it would. Now these circuits, normally I would put them on the bot, but you know, we could just store it at the command center. Someone's gonna fetch that eventually. Now this explorable is solved. So it could actually be really nice if the scout had a deconstructor as well as a portable radar. And you know what that's gonna do? Where's the portable radar? Didn't we make it? I think I accidentally set this to not be made forever. Of course, that's what we want. Alright. We need to wait just a little bit longer. Yeah, it's gonna get built. First one's made. Scout now has it. He should filter for things that are solved. What's that button actually? I think yeah, solved objects. That can pretty much only be these things. If he finds it, I think he should deconstruct it. That way we can clear things out. And we don't need to like manually do that all the time. Anything else that's smart to do? Oh yes, we need a little another little dashbot. Because there's some other work that we will want to do in our base. Here's something we haven't really done much. Oh, we need to set up production of the things that we researched. Behavior controller. Definitely, we're gonna need that. Here, I need to copy buildings down here. This building then needs to make, what haven't we made? Shared storage. I actually don't see much use for this thing. I've tried to investigate it, but I simply don't. What we want else, how is a beacon kit? And oh no, just paste the building, place the building here. Anything else we could build? Was that really it? Oh yeah, we can make These ones are things crafted with assemblers or such. This is another building. Right now, we can do something really ingenious. Look at this storage here. I want something to happen with that. Although right now I can't. But I'm gonna place a beacon here. And that's made from a beacon kit. What's special about these? Well, one, just like the command center has an internal high-grade capacitor and some slots for more stuff, the command center is not the only building that has some sort of built-in structure, like a robot factory. Most bots have nothing else other than like a built-in capacitor. Many buildings don't even. Most things just have slots. But this beacon here has a built-in item transporter. If I mouse over here, I see a little green range about everything. And this range is where this item transporter can teleport items from A to B. Just like a little logistics network. There's a trick to that, because if I just make this building here, we need this to put in a little more work actually. Lock, 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 inventory slots to ore here. This building now needs not one but two fabricators. I think these buildings up here, they're working too slowly. I don't like them. Now this building here needs to drag this arrow here. Stop that. This arrow there, this arrow there. And he needs to make metal bars forever. He should stock it like this. And you know where he should put it? All the resources that he has should be stored right here in the storage block. One more thing, you can right click the logistics network and set some sort of rules for in what sense should this guy do it. Normally all of this happens with the runner bots because they need to go all over the place, but I can say only item transporters. And what that means is this guy will request, or the item transporter should then fetch it from here. And this guy will want to drop his metal off. The beacon should then put all of that here because of the item transporter. That's my goal. That's what I want. Metal bar fabrication X2. Simply because there's two fabricators on top of him. So now let me paste this building in here. That's going to be really good. And now we can fix slots to metal bars here. Yeah, get to work, everyone. Nice. Nice. There we go. All slots are filled over here. As long as some bot keeps delivering ore over here, this storage slot will just keep on being chock full of metal, because this sort of now behaves like a 3x3 building. One of them is still necessary. We're not quite there yet. But as long as these guys keep working, this is like one building with 14 fabricators. Big footprint, but man, isn't it fast. Hey, Dashbot, you know what you should do? You should request a portable radar. You should also request a deconstructor. And you know, while you're at it, you should request a what was it? Display plate? I'm gonna say deconstructor, like this. And what should you search for? Anything in our logistics network. And then the signal down. That's fine. You know what that's gonna do? If I take all of these buildings here, I can say, hey, these guys should just have the signal down. And if I'm not mistaken, the constructor should find that. But I am mistaken. Huh. I think this is not enough, actually. Probably not. I'm gonna move off the radar, because then he needs he needs something else to get working. He needs the behavior controller, but we're not ready to get into that. This video has been lasting for long enough already. But, you know, it's fine. So, therefore, I think I'll stop the recording for now. A lot of stuff happened. We made smarter metalworks, and we got rid of some enemies and managed to get a new resource. We haven't really utilized that very much, but as long as we make enough pipes and these things, we're off to the races. Oh, again, I forgot to make more behavior controllers, like forever. There we go. Lock the slot, place it everywhere. Okay, I'm happy I just remembered to do that. And down here, was there anything else that we forgot to do? We are making signposts and beacon kits. No, I'm happy. We can research more tech down here, for example, in another time. That's the repair kit. Repair components too. Wind turbines, medium pulse lasers, capacitors, power fields, and also a refinery to make new types of resources for even cooler stuff. We're only getting started. I think I would do at least one more video to showcase behaviors, just like roughly, but unless this garners some attention, I don't think I'm gonna continue much anymore if it's just me talking out into the air. But if you are watching, I'm happy you gave this a view. So, thanks for giving that view, and for now, goodbye.